Hey everyone, Bill here. Real quick disclaimer about the video that you're watching right now. I recorded this footage from my PS4. I was playing as my healing Templar on my PS4. So first off, if you are big into ESO and you're watching this video, please, I know that I was doing a bad job playing. That's because I have not played this character in ages, and I honestly haven't really played Elder Scrolls Online in a very long time, so I don't remember how everything works. That being said, I'm playing this on my PS4 because it has 4K HDR, and I thought it would look really, really nice, and oh my god, it does. So that's why I'm playing it on my PS4 for recording this video, but we're not here to talk about that. What we're here to talk about is the dark heart of Skyrim. The way the Elder Scrolls Online has been doing their expansions has been very, very interesting. They have these year-long story beats where they slowly dole out little pieces of information, little story beats, little dungeons that you can go through to get the story before the next expansion lands. And the next expansion is bringing the landscape of Skyrim into Elder Scrolls Online. Now, if you are unfamiliar with Elder Scrolls Online, then what you might not know is that Elder Scrolls Online takes place 1,000 years before Skyrim. So you might be visiting the same places, but they're not going to be exactly the same as you remember from playing the Elder Scrolls V Skyrim, which, is one of the best games ever. So back during the Video Game Awards in December, they teased this idea that we were going to be going back to Skyrim. And then recently, the Dark Heart of Skyrim was shown off at a Twitch stream, which, of course, the cinematic was ridiculously cool. And the people who have been playing all along were very, very excited to see certain characters coming back. I have not been playing these games or this game all along. I dip in and out of Elder Scrolls. I certainly buy it enough. I keep purchasing the damn thing over and over, and I'm going to buy it again when it comes to Stadia. But I want to talk about what ZeniMax needs to do if they want me to start playing this game right now. And it's not bring the game to Stadia right now. Although, of course, if it came to Stadia tomorrow, I would immediately buy it and start playing it. No questions asked. But watching this video and watching the Twitch stream where they talked about all this stuff, it got me very excited to play Elder Scrolls Online. It's one of my favorite MMOs ever. It's traditional in setting, but the gameplay is very non-traditional and incredibly unique, the way that you can build your character any way you want. And I've been itching for something like that. And right now, there isn't anything like that on Stadia. There's nothing that is scratching the itch that I currently have for an MMO. I know that there's Destiny 2, but I'm not looking for a shooter. I'm looking for something that's just not there. And this announcement couldn't have come at a better time for me, because I was like, oh man, that looks really good. Maybe I'll jump back in on Elder Scrolls Online. But, and it's a big but, I don't know what is going to happen to my character. So let me explain. Maybe I'm playing on PS4 and I'm leveling up my character, and my character is, I'm unlocking all of these skills and finishing these cool quests lines and doing all of this awesome stuff, which is very, very fun. When it comes to Stadia, will I be able to transfer that progress that I've made from my PS4 to Stadia? Or same question applies to PC play. Maybe I'm playing on PC and I'm having a ball, and I am I'm kicking tail, and I'm taking names, and I'm making lots of progress. Will I be able to play that character on Stadia? Now, in the past, ZeniMax has allowed you to do a character transfer from one platform to another. It's kind of like it's a one-way trip. There was a limited time when you could do it, and once that limited time was over, you could no longer do it. So I assume that we'll be able to do that again, but we really don't know. And we don't know because during the video, during the live stream, they specifically said, hey, why don't you talk a little bit about the Stadia version? And they said, well, you know, Dark Heart of Skyrim is coming to Stadia, but we're not going to have anything to say about that until E3. And E3 is, you know, five and a half months away. It's a long way away before we get to find out what's going on with this. So do I start playing? Like, I'll tell you what, I want to play on my PS4 because it's got that HDR, and PC doesn't have HDR. And I know that there are ways to add shaders in on the PC version. Look, I've got a pretty decent graphics card. I've got a RTX 2060, and when I get near water, my on ultra settings, my PC kind of struggles with what's happening on the screen. That's without running shaders or any mods at all. So playing on the PS4 gives me really the best graphics, and I prefer to play with a controller anyway. And I know I'm a weirdo that I prefer playing with a controller. I've explained why many times. It has to do with an injury, and it's just more comfortable to me to play with a controller than WASD. But that's beside the point. So let's say that I decide to start playing on PS4, and then, you know, at the end of the day on in June, when they say, all right, everybody, ZeniMax gets up on stage someplace and they say, here's what we're going to do. If you've been playing on PC all along, you can keep playing your characters right on Stadia. There you go. And the crowd goes wild. And then I'm sitting here saying, man, why did I play on my PS4? Why didn't I play it on the PC? Now I have regret. And now I don't know if I want to buy it again. Let's say instead that I'm playing on PC. And, you know, I do all of that crazy stuff. And then in June, they say, good news, everybody. You can transfer your stuff from PS4 to Stadia. Sorry, PC players, you can't transfer your characters. So now, again, I'm sitting there saying, what did I do? I made the wrong decision, and it's cost me. Maybe at the end of the day, they'll say, hey, everybody, we can transfer characters from any platform to any other platform anytime you want. Go nuts. That would be amazing for me. But at the end of the day, I don't know what they're going to do. And if they're not going to tell us until June, until the end of June for E3, if they're not going to tell us until E3, then that kind of disincentivizes me playing the game between now and then. Although I do want to get in and do all of the cool stuff that is going to start off in February. So starting in February, there's this the new adventure will kick off with the Harrowstorm DLC, and that will continue with Greymore in June on PC, Xbox One, and PS4 on June 2nd. We don't know when it's coming to Stadia. We don't know if our characters will transfer to Stadia. We don't know if we're going to have to start completely from scratch. Now, we have seen that Stadia players will be playing on the PC servers, and that's awesome. That's great, because that means that we're going to have much quicker activity finder queues. That'll happen much, much faster because it's a much larger population. That's one of the disadvantages to playing on the console, is you have far fewer people playing, so it takes longer to get things done. Another disadvantage to playing on console is that you can't have any mods. If we're playing on the PC servers, are we going to have mods? Do I want to play the game and get used to being able to have mods? And some of these mods are pretty amazing. Do I want to get used to that, only to have that taken away when I'm on Stadia? Now, when I interviewed John Justice, he said specifically, look, we want mods on Stadia, and we're working with our partners in order to make that happen. But we don't know if the partners that they're working on include ZeniMax, because ZeniMax does not allow mods on the PS4 or on the Xbox One. It's only on the PC, and I assume that's just because it makes things much easier for them at the end of the day. So when you're looking at something like Stadia, where you don't have access to the machine that you're playing on, are you going to be able to do mods? I really don't know. I hope so, because some mods are very, very cool. Some mods just make the game look better, like improve the UI. There's a mod that will get rid of the compass and give you a mini map instead. There's so many different things out there that can improve it. I don't know that I want to get used to having those, only to have them taken away. So I've got all of these questions, and ZeniMax has said that they're not going to answer it until June, and I'm assuming the end of June, when E3 actually happens. So I'm kind of disincentivized to play the game. Anyway, let me know what you guys think. Are you going to be playing Elder Scrolls Online in the meantime while you're waiting? If they don't allow transfers, are you going to start from scratch? Are you going to say goodbye to the characters that you've been playing up until now and just say, all right, I'm on Stadia now because it's the most convenient, with no patches, no downloads, and I can play on any screen that I want? That is incredibly appealing for a massively multiplayer online role-playing game. Oh, cool. I have 15 minutes. I'm going to load up the game and get some crafting done. I'm not going to go into a dungeon per se, but I can get some crafting done. I can get some deconstruction done and empty out my inventory. I can take care of all of those things that you have to do in an MMO in order to be ready for the next time that there's a raid or something. You can take care of all of those things maybe from your phone or from your tablet or from your Chromebook. And then when you get home, you can sit down and you can play it either on your computer screen or you can play it on your TV. And I think that that's really cool. And MMOs are, like Stadia is made for MMOs. I just worry that they're going to make us start all over. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. If you found this video to be useful or enjoyable at all, please hit that thumbs up button. Of course, subscribe and click the bell so you get notified every time I post something new. Thanks for listening and watching. I'll see you next time.